Good evening to all of you, and today we will discuss the telome theory. And in the present page, you are just observing the diagrammatic representation of hypothetical primitive vascular plant, and this is having the sterile telome as well as the fertile telome. So the telome is technically this is a theory. There are different types of formation of the telome. We will discuss in this chapter. As you know that the plants with green leaves and branches, they have evolved from the axial sporophyta of the earliest and most primitive land plant. The Devonian xylophytes, for example, the Rhynia, for example, the Horniophyton, the Xylophytons, as well as the Astrogylones. The earliest vascular plant had simplest dichotomy branches and the axis with the leaves and roots. Some of the terminal branches and bore sporangia, while others were not having the sporangia. They are known as the sterile one. And the discovery of these primitive plants promoted many workers to believe that they are from, they develop or they from the simple vascular plant by the presence of the elaboration branches as well as the green leaves which develop. And this is known as the telome theory. And this has been put forward by Zimmermann in 1930. Again, we are just observing a typical structure of a telome. So now the first question is that what is telome? So once we are talking about the telome, so telome are simplest ultimate terminal portions of a dichotomous branch axis. These axes are undifferentiated and single nerve. Two telomes of a dichotomy axials are united below the points of dichotomy to form a fused structure called mesosomes. So in the structure, you can identify that this is a telome, and the mesosomes is situated where the dichotomy is going to fuse. So in fact, mesosomes in this structure, you can clearly identify that. In fact, mesosomes is basically a telome, but during ontogeny, its apex was formed and it was transformed into the mesosomes. Two types of telomes has been recognized. The one of them type is called the vegetative type. The another one is called the another vegetative type or the sterile telome without sporangia. These are also called the phylloids. The fertile telomes, both terminal sporangia are called the fertile telomes. During evolution, telome become grouped together to form a more complex structure called the syntelome or the telome truss. A syntelome is a phylloid truss if it is consisting of a sterile truss, and if it is a fertile truss, if it is consisting of fertile truss. If both, so mixed telome truss or mixed syntelome has been recognized, the term has been recognized. So once we are talking about the telome as well as the how the other structures has been formulated, how the ontogeny has taken place, how the development has taken place, how the evolution has taken place. So the telome as well as the how the process of origin of higher land plants has been initiated. So Zimmermann suggested that the primitive vascular plant that have originated from unicellular green alga and the repeated division of large undifferentiated forms with a parenchymatous thalli, then the further development and differentiation led to the establishment of meristematic tissue, which give rise to erect branches, followed by the appearance of heteromorphic alternation of generation, where the sporophytic as well as the gametophytic generation are different morphologically as well as the anatomical one. So this is a heterologous alternation of generation. The branches of the sporophyta were dichotomously branched and had a central mechanical stand. Zimmermann says such algae as immediate ancestor of the primitive vascular plant, Rhynia, Horniophyton, Xylophyton, evolved from the upper Sylvanian as well as the lower and middle Devonian period. The sporophyta of these primitive vascular plants was relatively undifferentiated. The aerial telome develop stomata, and the basal of the telome becomes the rhizoid. Internally, the axis was undifferentiated with an axial, typically protostele vascular stand has been formulated. But Zimmermann, who is working on the telome theory, and suggested that the following elementary processes were responsible for the development of the higher vascular plant from early vascular plant. So there are five processes, and these are called the overtopping, these are called the planation, these are called the syngenesis, these are called the syngenesis, these are called the reduction as well as the curvation. So overtopping, planation, syngenesis, reduction as well as the curvation. So the first process is the is the overtopping. So this is a structure which is showing the overtopping. So in this case, one of the two dichotomy become larger. So one, if there is two dichotomy and one is become larger, so it is become stronger. So it grew up vertically as the main axis. So the shorter dichotomy disappeared literally, and this is called the precursor of megaphils. So weaker branches were overtopped by the stronger branches, the result of the development of the monopodial branches from equal dichotomy. The evolution studies say dichotomy branching is frequent in primitive pteridophyta and monopodial in advanced form. The second process which we are talking about, that this is called the planation. And this is the structure of the showing the planation. So the equal dichotomy is there. In this case, equal dichotomy is of system which is one and which were in one and more plane. So this is called a cruciate dichotomy. They came into the lie, or they came into the close to one another, and into the single form or into the single plane. And this is called a fan-shaped dichotomy. And this planation help in the development of the organs of bilateral symmetry, of the development of organs of bilateral symmetry from the radial symmetry. So planation led to the evolution of the leaf. So these in this case, the planation has taken place. The dichotomy, they came lie into the single place. This is technically a fan-shaped structure, which you can say that this is a fan-shaped structure has been recognized. So this ultimately led to the formation of the leaves. The another type is called the syngenesis. Syngenesis, in this case, the telome and mesomes came to lie with one another with the common parenchymatous tissues, knowing as fusion as well as the webbing. So this is a structure which is showing the webbing structure, which is known as the webbing or the fusion. Syngenesis also involved the fusion of vascular strand of telome. Important process which explains the formation is the leaves with open dichotomous pinnatified and reticulate venation is there. So polystylic condition found on Selaginella and fossils of Devonian as well as the lower Carboniferous period, like the Cladoxylon as well as the Staloxylon. So these are recognizing with this point. And the another process is called the reduction. So this is a diagram showing the reduction. And in this case, that transformation of scintillome into a single needle like. So this is a fusion is there. Another, or we can say the reduction has been taken place. So single needle like structure has been formulated. So evolution of single microphyllous leaves of the Lycopsids has been formulated by the process of the reduction. So again, I'm coming to the point. So the transformation of scintillome into the single needle like structure. This is called the reduction of the telome. The fifth type is called the curvation. And in this curvation, you can observe this diagram, and by unequal growth of tissues of two opposite flanks of the telome, this is again of two types has been recognized, the recurvation as well as the incurvation. In recurvation, telome bent downward, recurvation has been recognized. So for best example, maybe the Spinopsida. In incurvation, shifting of sporangia to a ventral surface of like the any fern has been formulated. So there are two processes by which the curvation can take place. Either it is one is a recurvation like the Spinopsida, or either the incurvation. So this is the diagram which is showing the two process of curvation. So these are the structures which is ultimately how the telome can develop into the higher plants, or how the evolution has taken place. So the another point comes to mind, that in the first point is that how the origin of sporophyll has taken place. So Zimmermann also attempted to explain the origin of sporophyll in three main groups of vascular cryptogram. A sporophyll composed of one or more telome, or both telomes as well as the mesomes. The origin of sporophyll in Lycopsida, the first origin has been recognized into the Lycopsida. This is a diagram explaining the Lycopsida. In this case, what is happening? So this is showing the diagram is showing the origin of sporophyll in Lycopsida, the Lycopodium member. So Lycopsids characterized by the presence of axillary sporangia and Zimmermann. In the first process, the aggregation of sterile and fertile telome has taken place. Then the second process comes, reduction in the number of telomes as well as the mesomes has been recognized. In the third one, the reduction in the number of sporangia has also been recognized. So diagram, the present diagram clearly shows the aggregation of sterile as well as the fertile branches. Then the telome is also going to fuse. The reduction in the number of fertile as well as the sterile telome. Then the shift of sporangia into the axillary position. So this is a development of the sporophyta in the Lycopsida. Then the second process, which you can find it at this is a equisetum or the Spinopsida member. How the origin of sporophyll has taken place into the Spinopsida. This is the second process. So in Spinopsida, sporangia occur onto the underside of stalked pelted disc called the sporangiophore. And you know that the pelted disc is a characteristic feature of the equisetum. So this is these structures, these diagrams clearly identify that or clearly showing that there is a downward bending, recurvation has taken place of the fertile telome in the first process. Then the second process, the recurved telome then came to life with a common parenchymatous web. Webbing has also been there. So this result in the formation of pelted disc. So the point is very clear one. In the first one, downward bending of the telome has taken place. In the second process, pelted disc by the fusion as well as the telome. So by webbing has also been there. So this is a structure which is ultimately developing into the Spinopsida. And then the another process, third type has also been there. And this third type of origin of sporophyll in Pteropsida. So Pteropsida have a largely pinnate divided sporophylls. So Zimmermann suggested that there is an elementary process such as overtopping, reduction, syngenesis, and incurvation, and this resulted into the development of the such sporophyll. These steps are overtopping of sterile as well as the fertile, and this led to the development of pinnate sporophyll, and then the lateral fusion webbing has of some mesomes has resulted. This resulted into the development of pinnate sporophyll with the marginal sporangia. The incurvation resulted into the shifting of sporangia from the marginal to the lower superficial position. So this diagram clearly saying that in the first process, overtopping of sterile as well as the fertile has taken place, and this is forming the pinnate sporophyll. And in the second one, the lateral fusion webbing has taken place, and this is development of pinnate sporophyll with the marginal sporangia. And in the third one, third step is the incurvation, resulted into the shifting of sporangia from marginal to the lower sporophyll position. Another question comes to mind that the origin of leaves. The ultimate branching of dichotomous axis of the primitive sporophyta either transmitted into the sporangia, which is called the fertile telome, or remained as sterile telome, which is called the phyllodes. The Zimmermann 1930 microphylls originated by gradual reduction of the sterile telome and megaphylls as a process by involving planation and webbing. These are ultimately forming the this structure which we are calling the leaves. So as we just talked into the telome theory, which has been put by the Zimmermann, but there are certain, as you know, that the certain processes which are plus, which are minus. So these are called the merits as well as the demerits of the telome theory. So the merits of the telome theories are this is the excellent interpretation of origin as well as the evolution of sporophyta of the land plant, because it is talking about the how from single dichotomy it is going to develop into the higher plants. So either into the Pteropsida, either into the Spinopsida, either into the Lycopsida. So the it is removing the outstanding morphological difficulties in lower vascular plant. Eames 1936 suggested that the higher plants can also be interpreted from the same process. The Barros in 1971 theory is too simple and easily applicable. The another merits of this theory is to clarify the relationship between leaf, stem as well as the root. The theory suggested that the plant body is an axis, descending portion is the root, and aerial part is shoot, leaves merely modified part of the stem. Theory also explained the how the primitive land plant led to the evolution of both simple as well as the complex plant body of today. So these are the merits of the telome theory. But there are, as I just talked about that, there are certain demerits as also existing. There are some critical analysts also been there. And so Bauer says that the how telomes comes to be. So it has not been identified in the theory that the how telome has been born or how they have been come. So many fossils of such greater complexity than Rhynia has been discovered in the beds of the same age. They have a whole xylophyton and lateral zosterophyllon sporangia instead of terminal sporangia. Telome does not explain much arrangement of the sporangia. Telome theory: all leaves in the plants are telomic in nature. But Bauer 1935 suggested that microphyllous leaves are simple outgrowth of the stem. They are not the end product of reduction. Polystylic condition like in Sileginella due to the syngenesis as well as the siphonostylic as well as the actinostylic are tangential or radial fusion of vascular system of polystylic axis. Such explanation is opposed to the widely accepted theory of telome theory, which has been rejected by workers. So Zimmermann 1965 test cases no alternative theory. So this theory is again been unquestioned. So point of interest is that there are certain plus points, certain merits is there, certain demerits is there, but it's an easier way, as suggested by the Zimmermann, that how the higher plants have been evolved from the lower plants. So this is known as the telome theory. Thank you very much.